The first weekend of March Madness is behind us, and now we have a stronger understanding of which teams are prepared to go on a run, who is ready for the challenge ahead of them. I'm going to share 4 teams that I was the most impressed with that will come out of their regions and reach the Final Four. Let's dig into it. We have to start this conversation with Duke. I know, chalky, easy pick. And obviously, a lot of people are going to want to bring up the way that they played against Siena. That was not the version of Duke that we saw all year long. It was not a red flag. It was not some sort of exposure. They were going 30% of their full capacity against a team that they knew that they could dominate. And when they needed to, they turned it up just a little bit at the end, and they closed out, and they won. The way they played against TCU, that is the real definer of why you should buy into Duke to reach the Final Four, and also to win this year's national championship. This team, as they're slowly starting to get back healthy, Patrick Gongba came back against TCU. They throttled the Horned Frogs in the second half, completely smoked them. And another reason why we get excited about this Duke team is Cameron Boozer and the way that he continues to play when they need to call upon him. He finished in the second half going 7 of 9 shooting, and he was phenomenal as always. Now, I really think that their defense and Cameron Boozer could carry them against St. John's and all the way through the Final Four to the national title game. They're number 1 in adjusted defensive efficiency per KenPom. They're number 7 in adjusted offensive efficiency per KenPom as well. They're number 3 in opponent points per game, number 9 in total rebounds per game, and number 5 in opponent shooting percentage. They have what it takes on the defensive side of the ball, plus a superstar in Cameron Boozer to go on a run. Next, I really like this Iowa State team. I watched the way that they played against Kentucky, and I am so bought in. One of the things that is so important for winning in March Madness is forcing turnovers. And they do everything right along the way that supplements the ability that they have to turn the ball over and to play smothering defense. They had Kentucky in a blender, forced 20 turnovers against that Kentucky squad. Kentucky had no idea how they were going to be able to better protect the ball in that game. And I think that Iowa State maybe isn't capable of replicating that against tougher competition, but if they were to square off with Michigan down the line, they'd be able to force turnovers in crucial moments in order to set themselves up to win. This season, they're 10th in the country in steals per game. They're also 15th in assists per game. So it shows both sides of this. They protect the ball. They take the ball away. They play fundamentally sound basketball. They are number 10 in the country as well in opponent assist to turnover ratio. All of this stuff to me screams what it takes to be so smothering on defense to possibly even get to the national title game. That 82-63 win over Kentucky is all the reason that I need and all the proof that I need to be bought into the Cyclones. The third team that I'm a very big fan of, this Purdue squad, since they went on their run in the Big Ten championship game, they have added more fuel to the fire for this to actually be the year that they get to the Final Four and get back there since 2024. And it all comes down to the way that they pass the ball. They are number 1 in college basketball in assist to turnover ratio. They're also number 1 in assists per game. Per KenPom, they're also number 1 in adjusted offensive efficiency. And the way that they were able to move the ball efficiently against Miami made me feel really confident that they can continue to stack wins. Their 79-69 win over Miami had a lot of proof for why they're so hot right now. They shot 57% from 3, and that was against the Miami team that was quite scrappy. Jai Lucas's squad has been really underrated, and I think that they showed that they were capable of winning that game. Had Purdue not been so hot from the three-point line, who knows how that game could have panned out. I am confident that this Purdue team has what it takes. And lastly, the way that Houston throttled Texas A&M was so impressive. 88-57. Texas A&M didn't have a shot the entire game. They could not keep up with what Houston was doing. Texas A&M entered that game having one of the fastest tempos in college basketball. Houston, their defensive prowess completely bogged them down and slowed them down to just 65 possessions. Houston right now, one of the hottest teams in the country that you need to be paying attention to, 7-1 in the last 8 games. And it shows But they're not just winning games, they're winning with an exclamation point. That defense that they have continues to carry them. Number 1 in the country in opponent points per game allowed, number 8 in opponent assist to turnover ratio, and then their shooting defense, number 7 in opponent shooting percentage. I really think that Kelvin Sampson has a squad that's capable of going back to the Final Four this year. And if they continue to play the way they did against Texas A&M, it will be a cakewalk for them to get back to that Final Four. Comment below, what teams are you bought into? Which teams do you think are going to reach the Final Four or to win a national title? And if you haven't done so, hit a like button on this video and hit the subscribe button as well.